The auditorium was packed, all eyes on the stage, where Kaito knelt, head bowed.
Look at him, everyone. This is what happens when you forget your place. You are nothing without me.
This is the last time she will ever humiliate me. I swear it.
Risa threw her head back, laughing as the students cheered, their voices a wave of mockery.
They don't see a person. They only see her performance. I am invisible.
Later, in his room, Kaito sat in the dark, phone screen glowing. He began to delete
Every picture, every message, every trace of the boy they called worthless, gone.
He packed a bag with only what he needed, no mementos. Then, he walked out the door.
I am never coming back to this place.
By morning, his room was bare. No note on the desk, no sign of where he had gone. At school, the next day, Risa held court, her friends hanging on every word.
He's probably crying in his room right now. Give him a day and he'll be back, begging for forgiveness.
But when she glanced at the classroom, his seat was still empty. A flicker of annoyance crossed her face.
Where is that idiot? He never misses school. He's probably just trying to make me look bad.
She pulled out her phone and typed a message. Enjoying your little tantrum? Don't make me wait too long. The message stayed unread. Hours passed. Then a day. Still no response.
He's just trying to get under my skin. He'll come crawling back. He always does.
By Friday, Risa's patience had worn thin. Her texts grew angrier, her calls unanswered.
This isn't a joke anymore, Kaito. Answer me or else.
But the silence stretched, and in the quiet moments, an old memory surfaced, one she had long buried. Years ago, in a sunlit park, Kaito had smiled with hope, holding out a carefully wrapped box.
I worked on this for days. Please, Risa, take it.
This is pathetic. Did you really think I'd want your trash?
She tore the paper, then crushed the handmade gift under her heel as laughter spilled from her lips.
I just wanted to see her smile.
Risa scoffed at the memory, thumb hovering over her phone in the darkened room.
He always overreacted. It was just a bit of fun.
But the hollow ring of her own laughter echoed in her mind, refusing to fade. Outside, his empty desk remained, and the message read receipts stayed blank. The weekend passed without a word. Monday came, and Kaito's seat was still empty.
This is getting old. He's making me look bad by not showing up.
During lunch, Risa cornered one of his classmates in the hallway.
You? Have you seen Kaito? Did he say anything to you before he left?
The classmate shook his head, nervous. No one had seen him. Risa's jaw tightened. She checked the places he used to go: the arcade, the park, the convenience store.
He can't have just vanished. Someone has to know something.
At a cafe, she leaned over the counter, her voice sharp.
A boy about my height, dark hair, looks a bit pathetic. Has he been here?
The waitress shook her head. Risa's eyes flashed with anger, her composure cracking. By the third week, the bags under Risa's eyes grew darker. She had barely slept.
Why won't anyone tell me where he is? They're all useless.
When a well-meaning friend approached, her response was instant and biting.
What do you want? If you don't have information about Kaito, don't even talk to me.
That night, alone in her room, frustration boiled over. She hurled her phone against the wall.
This is his fault. He's doing this on purpose to torment me.
Sleep remained elusive. When she closed her eyes, she saw only Kaito's expressionless face. At school, a younger student approached to compliment her idol performance. Risa's glare froze them in place.
I don't have time for fans right now. Can't you see I am busy?
Whispers spread. Risa's perfect reputation began to fray at the edges, but she was too consumed to care. That night, the void finally swallowed her. She found herself in a dark, endless expanse.
Where am I? What is this place?
Then Kaito appeared, but not as the boy she knew. He stood tall, laughing, a figure of pure power.
Stop laughing. You are nothing. You can't do this to me.
He turned his back and walked away, hand in hand with a faceless girl. Risa screamed, but no sound came. She bolted upright in bed, a scream finally tearing from her throat.
Just a dream. Just a dream. It wasn't real.
She stumbled to the mirror, and the reflection that stared back was a stranger, haggard with hollow eyes.
Who even are you? This isn't me.
She sank to the floor, chest heaving as the darkness pressed in around her, offering no comfort. Driven by a desperate need for answers, she grabbed her coat and walked into the cold night. The door to his room was unlocked. Moonlight revealed a shell of what once was a life, hidden under old notebooks, a photograph. Kaito, smiling. A smile she had never seen.
I've never seen him smile like this. Not once in all these years.
Further, inside the closet, training clothes, a wooden sword, dog-eared self-defense books.
He was training. The whole time, right under my nose.
A journal lay atop the pile. She opened it, her fingers trembling, breath held. Day 90. I can feel it. Soon, I won't have to endure this humiliation anymore.
He planned this. For months. He was planning to leave me.
The weight of years pressed down on her. She hadn't known him at all. A fragment of memory surfaced. One she had buried deep. Months ago, she had followed him after school, hiding behind the dojo door. What she saw next froze her in place.
That stance. Those eyes. He's not the pathetic boy I know.
He moved with brutal precision, each strike shattering the silence of the empty dojo.
I remember thinking it was just a phase, that he was trying to impress me. I even laughed about it later.
Now, standing in his emptied room, the memory lashed back with cruel clarity.
He was never submitting. He was simply enduring, biding his time.
The journal, the training, the silent endurance, it all snapped into a single horrifying truth.
I had broken him publicly, but he had already planned to vanish. I never had any control.
School became a blur. She no longer attended. The hallways she once ruled now felt foreign.
What's the point? Everyone keeps asking about him. I can't stand their pitying stares.
She retreated to her room, tearing down posters of herself, the idol image a cruel mockery.
All this fame, all this adoration, it meant nothing if he wasn't there to witness it.
Desperate for any trace, she logged into every social platform, only to find his accounts completely deleted.
He erased everything, like he never existed, like I never mattered.
She hurled the phone across the room, then collapsed among the torn posters, raw sobs shaking her frame. Her hands were shaking, nails chipped and broken from clawing at her own skin.
I am nothing without him. This hollow feeling is consuming me.
She had become a hollow shell, breathing only for the next scrap of information about him. A month had passed. Risa, gaunt and sleepless, drifted through the city streets like a ghost. Then, a whispered conversation floated from a nearby cafe table. Yeah, it was definitely Kaito. He looked different, taller, confident, and there was a girl with him.
A girl? That's impossible. He belongs to me. He can't just...
The rumor spread through her chest like wildfire, igniting a frantic, possessive need.
If he's back, I'll drag him back to his place, right in front of everyone.
That night, for the first time in weeks, she set an alarm.
Tomorrow, I'll go back. He'll be there. He has to be.
She laid out her uniform with trembling hands, the idol mask ready to be worn once more. Dawn broke, and with it, a fragile, bitter hope for a reckoning she could not yet imagine. The morning sun cast long shadows as Kaito and an unfamiliar girl stepped through the school gates, side by side.
I am not the boy who left this place. That boy is gone forever.
Ready to face the past, Kaito?
I've been ready for a month.
The moment they entered the hallway, a ripple of shock ran through the student body. Whispers erupted like a sudden, unstoppable storm. Overheard voices stuttered in disbelief. Wait, is that really Kaito? He looks completely changed. Taller, stronger. Students stepped back instinctively as they walked, creating a path of stunned silence before them. No one dared speak. In the middle of the chaos, a phone buzzed with an urgent alert, its vibrations startling the girl clutching it. Risa's screen displayed the words that made her blood run cold. He's back, with a girl.
He returned, and he didn't come for me. Something inside her cracked.
Her feet carried her before she could think, shoving past classmates who recoiled in confusion.
Where is he? I have to see him. This can't be real.
She turned a corner and froze. Down the hallway, bathed in morning light, stood Kaito. He was laughing, relaxed, alive. At his side, an unfamiliar girl, her hand resting lightly on his arm.
That smile. It was the one from the photo. The real one. And he's giving it to her?
Rage boiled up, hot and corrosive. He dared to be happy without her.
I won't allow it. I'll make him remember who he belongs to.
But her legs wouldn't move. She stood rooted, a spectator to a life that had left her behind.
Look at me. Why won't you look at me?
Kaito's gaze swept the hallway and passed right through her, as if she were made of glass. Risa's paralysis shattered. She lunged forward, her hand clamping onto Kaito's arm to force him to a halt.
Where have you been for a month? And who is this girl you are parading around?
Kaito's expression remained ice cold, his steady gaze fixed on her without a flicker of emotion. Before Risa could press further, the girl beside him stepped forward, her posture calm but protective.
Answer me. You owe me an explanation after disappearing like that.
Without a word, Kaito reached down, his fingers prying her grip from his sleeve with deliberate, calm precision.
He's not even looking at me. It's like I am nothing. Like I am invisible. He doesn't owe you anything. Let's keep walking, Kaito.
A collective murmur rippled through the corridor as students exchanged shocked glances, never having witnessed their idol so openly dismissed.
This isn't happening. He always responded before. Why won't he just say something?
Risa's patience snapped, with a furious cry. She raised her hand, ready to strike him across the face.
You are pathetic, Kaito. After everything I did for you, you ignore me? You are nothing.
Her palm cut through the air, but before it could land, Kaito's hand intercepted her wrist with effortless precision. A collective gasp rippled through the hallway, students frozen in place at the sight.
He caught me like it was nothing. How dare he make me look weak?
Kaito's grip was firm but not cruel. He released her wrist, letting her arm fall limp to her side. Risa stood frozen, her hand still extended, trembling violently as the crowd stared.
This isn't how it was supposed to go. You are supposed to be the one kneeling. Let's go, Kaito. There's nothing more to discuss.
The idol's arm dropped, her entire body quaking as the crowd stared in disbelief at her humiliation. Risa's composure shattered completely. Tears spilled over her cheeks, her chest heaving with silent sobs, her idol mask in pieces on the floor.
Say something. Please, just look at me. Tell me why you are doing this. Why won't you even acknowledge me?
She reached out with a trembling hand, but Kaito stepped back, denying her any contact.
You owe me an explanation. You can't just disappear and ignore me like I am nothing.
Kaito's voice was low, flat, stripped of any emotion, as he finally spoke. "Excuse me." He moved to step around her, but she threw herself in his path, arms outstretched, blocking his way.
Please, Risa. This is only hurting you. You have to let him go. Why is he so calm? Does he truly feel nothing for me anymore? Not even anger.
Tears streamed freely down her cheeks, her entire frame racking with sobs as she struggled to breathe. Risa's knees buckled. She crashed to the cold floor, a wail tearing through the hallway like a scream of despair.
Kaito, please, don't walk away from me. Look at me.
The crowd thickened, a semicircle of stunned faces, phones raised, recording her fall from grace.
I am sorry. Is that what you want? I'll say it. I am sorry. Just please, look at me.
But Kaito's back remained an unyielding wall, his stride never faltering. Akari's gaze flickered back, pained, but she said nothing.
A's leaving. He's really leaving. No. No, no, no. You can't leave me. I won't let you. Not like this.
Her fingers clawed at the floor, nails scraping the tile as she tried to drag herself forward, but her strength failed. Kaito and Akari disappeared around a corner, swallowed by the indifferent school. The sound of his name still echoing, unanswered. Risa collapsed entirely, her scream reduced to a guttural sob, her body trembling on the merciless floor. Kaito paused at the corner. Slowly, he turned his head, his profile half lit by the hallway window.
I don't know you.
The words struck like a blade. Risa's tear-streaked face went blank, then twisted into pure horror.
No, no.
She collapsed forward, forehead hitting the cold tile, her body convulsing with violent sobs. Kaito's gaze lingered for a moment. Cold, final. Then he gestured for Akari to follow. Without a backward glance, they vanished into the morning light, swallowed by the indifferent school. Risa lay crumpled, her screams fading into pitiful whimpers. The idol was broken beyond repair. The crowd stood frozen. Some snickered, others stared in horror, all witnesses to the unmaking. The hallway fell silent. Only Risa's ragged breathing remained, and the echo of 5 words that changed everything. The hallway gradually emptied as students shuffled away, their entertainment finished, leaving Risa to her private ruin. She lay there, a crumpled doll, her fingers clawing weakly at the polished floor, finding no purchase. No one extended a hand. The idol's throne was vacant, and her subjects had already crowned a new distraction. Tears mixed with sweat, and her sobs grew fainter, like a storm finally exhausting its fury. Meanwhile, beyond the school gates, the sun painted a path of gold before Kaito and the girl at his side.
It's finally over.
It is.
His hand reached for hers, and she met him halfway, their fingers weaving together in silent solidarity. Without a backward glance, they walked on, 2 figures framed by morning light, leaving the past behind. And in the hallway, the only sound was the soft drip of tears, the last vestige of a world that had finally shattered. Hours later, a teacher found her still crumpled on the floor, unresponsive. Her voice was gentle, but Risa gave no sign she heard. Only a vacant stare. The halls remembered her cruel laughter, but now only silence and shame lingered. In the dim light, her shadow stretched like a monster, a shape she alone had created.
Where? Why won't my legs move? I need to find him.
Her fingers found the shattered phone. The screen flashed once, then flickered out. Kaito's contact was long deleted, but the weight of her guilt remained, refusing to fade. In the window's reflection, a ghost stared back, hollow, lost, unrecognizable. A blanket was draped over her shoulders, but no warmth could reach the cold inside. The ambulance arrived, but her mind had already wandered beyond the reach of any siren. A few days later, in a quiet park far from the school walls, 2 figures sat on a worn wooden bench.
You never told me you were such a terrible cook, Kaito. This rice ball is a weapon.
You said you wanted to try my homemade lunch. Next time, you can cook.
Laughter echoed under the cherry blossoms, the sound so light it seemed to lift the weight of memory.
I am glad, though. You finally look free.
Free. That's the word. It's strange to feel the sun without shadows.
They ate slowly, savoring each bite, each moment unmarred by the past's cruel hand.
Where do you want to go after lunch? The whole day is ours.
Anywhere, everywhere. There's no weight holding me back anymore.
They packed up the bento boxes, fingers brushing, and walked back into the sun-drenched afternoon, leaving no room for shadows. In the dim quiet of Risa's room, dust motes danced above the debris of a life undone. A shattered phone lay on the floor, its screen a spiderweb of final silence. Beside it, a torn photograph. 2 children, once friends, now split in half.
I am sorry. I didn't mean for this.
The apology disappeared into the empty room, unheard and unanswered. Across town, a classroom desk sat perfectly clean, bathed in soft morning light. No trace of the boy who once sat there remained, only a small wilted flower. The past had been erased, like a message swiped left and forgotten. 2 pieces of a photograph, 2 lives that would never touch again. Some endings are not happy, but they are deserved, a quiet truth, whispered by the empty spaces. High above, on the school rooftop, 2 figures stood side by side, their silhouettes small against the endless sky.
No shadows here, just the wind and the quiet.
Akari turned to him, a gentle smile on her lips, and together they looked out at the horizon. Far below, in the courtyard, a lone figure remained crumpled on the ground, the world moving around her. No one stopped, no one looked. The space she once filled had already closed. The distance between the rooftop and the courtyard stretched like an impossible chasm. One had climbed, the other had fallen. The weight of consequence measured not in feet, but in choices. And as the afternoon light deepened, the figures on the rooftop turned away, walking toward a future unbound. Below, the crumpled form did not move, the silence her only companion, and the world faded to black, leaving only the echo of a lesson learned too late.